Hi guys, Anna Warper here, and welcome back to another fun installment of Barbie Movie Characters Super Showdown! Yay! The show where we use knowledge of characters from their movies to figure out who would be best at random contests with random twists. So, let's get on with it. So I already did one video where I did this, so if you haven't checked that out, you should. It was more fun than a barrel of monkeys to make, and it was really fun. So, yeah. So, our first contest for today is... Wait, we have this one already. I think there are like multiples of some of these cards. Okay, here's a new one. Hop the farthest on 1 foot. Cards keep slipping out of their sections. There we go. Okay, and our first contestant is... Alexa from Barbie and the Diamond Castle, with the twist of with a robot arm. Again, another twist that we got before. So should I put it back and get another one? Nah, let's just go with it. Okay. So nothing really comes to mind that would be in favor of Alexa winning the hop thing the farthest on the 1 foot, except for that one dance move that she and Liana do in the movie. That's kind of like hopping on 1 foot, but yeah, and I feel like the robot arm would just kind of weigh her down, so I don't think she would do very well at this. And our next contestant is... Annalise from Barbie the Princess and the Pauper, with on a pogo stick. Again, I feel like we got this before. Okay, I feel like the pogo stick would definitely make hopping on 1 foot easier. I don't know if she would have to hop on 1 foot while on the pogo stick, but I feel like that would be possible because she could just hold on tight to the handlebars and then just kind of flail 1 foot off of the pogo stick, and then I think it would be fine. Annalise doesn't really seem to be coerced in like hopping on 1 foot, but I feel like the pogo stick would make that a lot easier. And our third contestant is... O'Jewel from Barbie of Swan Lake, with the twist of the ability to breathe underwater. Yeah, the twists I definitely put back on top instead of on the bottom the last time. Or there are just multiples of all of them, and oh well, we'll go with it. Anyway, O'Jewel, again, she doesn't really seem like someone who would be really good at hopping on 1 foot for a long distance. We don't really see anything that would present itself as her being good at hopping on 1 foot, except for some of the dance moves she does. She's on 1 foot some of the time, so that might help. The ability to breathe underwater, unless part of the way that she's hopping on 1 foot is underwater, which I highly doubt, I feel like that would not really help in this situation, so yeah. And our next contestant is... Antonio from Barbie and the Island Princess, with the twist of with a trained monkey. Okay, first of all, can I just say, that is not hard to picture at all, Antonio with a trained monkey. I mean, his mom has a pet monkey, so I feel like a trained monkey wouldn't be that too far ahead. So I feel like right off the bat, him and the monkey will get along famously, so that's good. But I feel like we can't just have the monkey do the hopping for him. I feel like the monkey would have to be like up on his shoulders the whole time, and as long as the monkey behaved itself, I feel like it wouldn't be like a handicap, but it wouldn't really help either. But Antonio, he knows his way around like ships and stuff, so that would probably help him in like the balancing area, because like we see in the movie him like holding on to the I don't know what they're called, the rope things on the ship, and like leaning out, so we know he's good at balancing, so that would definitely help in like staying balanced and hopping on one foot the farthest. So comment below who you think would win out of Alexa with a robot arm, Annalise on a pogo stick, O'Jewel with the ability to breathe underwater, or Antonio with a trained monkey. Similarly to last time, I feel like the only reason why Annalise would win is because she's on a pogo stick, and the pogo stick would make it easier to hop on one foot the farthest. And then whereas I feel like Antonio, it's all character based as to how he would do well. So I'm going to give it to Antonio with a trained monkey, because it's all character based why I think he would do well, instead of like twisted based. So that's who I would think would win that contest between those people. Comment below who you think would win out of those people. And our next contest is ping pong. And because we got all the same twists as we did last time, I'm just going to shuffle these a little real quick, so we get some different twists as opposed to the ones we got last time. There we go, that's better. Okay, and our first contestant for the ping pong competition is Eric from Barbie and the Nutcracker. Yes! Okay, with a twist of while invisible. Okay. While I do not think being invisible would definitely help you any during a ping pong competition, if anything, it might throw off the person who is like serving the ping pong ball to you, because they can't see what you're doing. They can't see like where you're about to put your paddle or anything. Like all they would see is your paddle. They can't see your facial expressions. They can't see when they need to like hit the thing a little harder, because you're starting to like to get kind of restless, and they can't see when to do it like a little softer, because you're getting like tuckered out. So I feel like the wall invisible part would not really help, but it might be a little bit of a handicap. As for Eric, I feel like Eric would actually be really good at ping pong, because he's very, like, he's good with a sword, and I don't know why, but I feel like being good with a sword would translate to also being good at ping pong. So yeah, he's good with doing things in this like motion. So I feel like he would be good at ping pong. Yeah. And going head to head against Eric, Prince Eric, while invisible in the ping pong competition, is Hobie from Barbie as Rapunzel, with the twist of with a shopping cart. Ooh. Okay. So right off the bat, I feel like there's the problem of, is Hobie going, like, is the ping pong table in question going to be like Hobie's height? Like, will Hobie need like a step stool to get up to the ping pong table and be able to serve it and stuff? Because if so, that brings in the handicap of like balance. Will he be able to stay balanced while ping ponging the thing back and forth? The shopping cart, I feel like the shopping cart might be able to help with the like height difference, but I feel like if there was a height difference, we would just like provide a step stool, you know, to even things out. But the shopping cart, I feel like it wouldn't help any, but it wouldn't really handicap or anything either. Because, like I've said in the past, I feel like if they don't need it, they could just like shove it aside and not use it. So, yeah. So things aren't looking good for Hobie. But who is the next contestant in the ping pong competition? Prince Nicholas again, from Barbie Princess Charm School, with the twist of with perfect aim. Okay, with perfect aim definitely would help a lot in the ping pong competition because they would know exactly where the ball is going to go, and they could perfectly like know that they're going to hit it and aim it right where like the person could not reach, whoever they're going up against. Prince Nicholas, I said it before and I'll say it again, he has like no personality in his movie. Like, we don't really see him doing anything that would suggest he's good at ping pong, but he does dance, so yeah, maybe that would translate to he's good at ping pong, I don't know. But that perfect aim part, I feel like that would carry his know-how to a little bit farther than whatever his current know-how is of ping pong. And our final contestant in the ping pong competition is Penelope from Barbie as Rapunzel, with the twist of in her pajamas. I didn't know dragons wore pajamas, but okay. So Penelope, I feel like she wouldn't have the swiftness to be good at ping pong. I could be wrong. What do I know? And I feel like the pajamas wouldn't necessarily help her. If anything, it might make her sleepy wearing the pajamas because they're so comfy, and that might throw off her game a little bit. So yeah. Honestly, out of these ones, I think I'm gonna have to give it to Prince Nicholas with perfect aim, because I think that perfect aim would really help in the ping pong competition. Sorry, Prince Eric, I love your character, I love Hobie, and I love Penelope, but they don't show any real signs of something that would really help them like win the ping pong competition, except for Prince Eric is good with the sword, and that might translate to he's also good at ping pong, but we don't know. I can only go off of what my gut says. So my gut is saying that Prince Nicholas probably would be better because he's a more modern prince than Prince Eric. Prince Eric is more of an older medieval time prince, so he probably has never even held a ping pong paddle before. While Prince Nicholas, he might play ping pong every day. I don't know. But I'm gonna give it to Prince Nicholas with perfect aim. So yeah. And our next contest is double Dutch jump rope. There we go. And our first contestant is, ooh, this is a big one. Lyndon from Barbie Fairytopia Magic of the Rainbow, with the twist of X-ray vision. Okay, so Lyndon, he's a fairy, so I feel like he could definitely use his wings to jump when a little bit higher and a little bit quicker than maybe just be alone. But if he's like moving the ropes, if that's what he's doing, but I feel like the double Dutch, okay, so Lyndon, I feel like he could use his wings to jump a little bit higher than just like jumping alone, so that might help. and with X-ray vision, I feel like he would be able to like look and see like how the people who are moving the ropes, how their muscles are about to move. So that might help. I don't know. And going up against him is Sequin from Barbie and the Fashion Fairy Tale. With the twist of with a ladder, which will not help at all. Okay, Sequin, she's very energetic, so that would definitely help her in the double dutch contest. She wouldn't get easily tired out. She would just keep going and going and going. And she definitely likes to jump around a lot, so I feel like that would definitely be in her favor. And as for the ladder, again, I feel like she would just set it aside and just be like, I don't need that. Or maybe she could like set it on the ground and make it like a extra like contest for herself, like try to stay within like the bars of a ladder or something. I don't know. And going up against them is Prince Carlos from Barbie Mariposa with a handful of magic beans. Again, Prince Carlos, he's a fairy. I feel like the wings would help him jump if if he saw the ropes and he didn't have time to like actually jump, he could just like flutter his wings. And the magic beans, I feel like we don't know like how these magic beans work. If it's the magic beans like in the Jack and the Beanstalk's story, it's probably not going to help him that much. So yeah, again, I feel like the magic beans wouldn't help him any, but they wouldn't necessarily give him a handicap either. Okay, and our final contestant for a double dutch jump rope is Lacey from Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses, with the twist of the ability to change into any shape. Okay, can I just say, this is the twist that will make Lacey a force to be reckoned with. Lacey already, she is a great dancer, so I feel like that would make her very light on her feet. And with the ability to change shape, she could form herself into any shape necessary to get past the ropes. She could make herself into like a bouncy ball. She could make herself into like a little thin strip of something. I'm gonna have to give it to Lacey just because of that like twist right there, because I feel like that would be like the twist that would just be like everyone else is screwed, you know? But comment below who you think would win the double dutch jump rope competition between these people. But I'm gonna go with Lacey. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. And let me guys know if you like this these types of videos of me putting random Barbie movie characters against one another, because if you do, I would love to make more videos of these because they're really fun.